Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, if you want a deck that absolutely destroys everything in the meta right now, you can get down to 1 life. It just doesn't matter. As long as you can pull the trigger and hit an Allen's Epiphany, you're probably taking 4+ turns in a row. You're going to want to see this deck. But before I get into that, I do want to remind you, we're going live September 24th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time in appreciation for all of you, the Brew Crew members who have hit that subscribe button, and we're giving away all kinds of fun stuff, including not 1, but 2 set booster boxes of Innistrad Midnight Hunt. So you're still eligible as long as you hit that subscribe button now, and you're there when we go live on September 24th. So make sure you do hit the button, as well as the notification bell. So let's get into today's deck. We have Temur Turns, and this deck was actually designed by Brian Gottlieb of the Arena Deck List podcast. Him and Jerry Thompson do one every single week. It's amazing. Brian comes up with some of my favorite decks every single season. I absolutely love him as a content creator and as a deck designer. Definitely check out their podcast if you haven't. And as he would say, if you want to do some degenerate stuff and just kill your opponent, this is the deck for you. So let's start off with our draw package. We have 4 copies of Consider. It is new, 1 blue, instant. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard, draw a card. Keep in mind, if you want to draw the card that you see on the top of the library, you hit decline, not take action. Take action will put the card into the graveyard. Don't get caught on that one. New cards. 2 copies of Expressive Iteration, and 4 copies of one of the best cards from the new set, Memory Deluge. 2 blue, 2 colorless, instant. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this spell. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Flashback for 5 colorless and 2 blue. So the first time you're looking 4 deep, the next time you're looking 7 deep. It finds you what you need. It's amazing. Believe me, you're going to like it. Next, we have our ramp cards, if you will. We have 4 Root Coil Creepers, 1 blue, 1 green for a Plant Horror. It is a 2/2. You can tap it to add 1 mana of any color, or you can tap it to add 2 mana of any 1 color. Spend this mana only to cast spells from your graveyard, such as Flashback for our deck. You can also pay 1 blue, 1 green, tap it, exile Root Coil Creeper, return target card with Flashback you own from exile to your hand. So a nice, interesting interaction there. Doesn't come up too often, but if it does, that is very nice. And then we have 4 Path to the Festivals, 1 green, 2 colors for a sorcery. Search your library for a basic land card, put that card on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Then, if there are 3 or more basic land types among lands, you scry 1. Then, if there are 3 or more basic land types among lands you control, you get to scry 1, and then flashback for 1 green and 4 colorless. And I can't tell you how many times the scry 1 has come into play and just been huge for me. And the flashback, being able to do it again, as long as you don't miss your land drop on turn 4, you do this on turn 3 and on turn 4. It's really fitting in the deck well. Next, we have our removal package, which is 3 Cathartic Pyres, 1 red, 1 colorless instant. Choose 1. Cathartic Pyre deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. And then the other mode, discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. I know if you read the card, it tells you there right up front, but I'm so used to this kind of card. Once again, a warning, because they are new cards. You have to discard first, then draw with this one. It's not a draw, then discard. And then we have 4 copies of another one of the best cards in the set. It's not dead against anybody. It doesn't matter if they're control. It doesn't matter if they're a creature deck. It's actually better against a creature deck, but it's also amazing against control. I just love it. Burn Down the House, 2 red, 3 colors for a sorcery. Choose 1. Burn Down the House deals 5 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Or create 3 1/1 red devil creature tokens with whenever this creature dies, it does 1 damage to any target. They gain haste until end of turn. So this is both a board wipe for you as well as a win con. So we're going to pop it on over here for a second so we could talk about it again in a second. Next, we have our Goldspan Dragon package, because it's just sitting there as 2 Goldspan Dragons. It's really not super important in the deck, but we're playing red, and it's Goldspan Dragon, so I'm assuming that's why Brian has it in the deck. It fits in well. When you hit it, it's great. When you need it, it's there. So we have 2 copies of that. And then lastly, we have our WinCon package. And I call it the WinCon package because when I first came across this deck on Twitter, I knew I had to instantly play it. It looked amazing. I know how Brian Gottlieb builds decks. I knew it was going to be great. But there's a lot of comments about, well, how does the deck win? How does the deck win? There's no WinCons. There's no WinCons. Well, let's ignore the Goldspan Dragons, and let's ignore the Hall of the Storm Giants. You could literally take those out of this deck, replace them with something else, and you still have a WinCon package right here. So between, let's just read the cards first. First, we have 3 Galvanic Iterations, 1 red, 1 blue, instant. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. It's nothing new. You've seen this card before, but this also has flashback, 1 red, 1 blue, 1 colorless, and it just seems to work so much better for some reason in this deck. Then we have the 4 copies of Burn Down the House, like I talked about. In the win con side, we're looking at the second mode, the Devils. And then we, of course, have 4 Alrund's Epiphanies in the deck. So, how do we win with the deck? Easily. We just keep controlling the board. If you have to, you're using the Burn Down the Houses always in the beginning to wipe the board if that's what you need to do. Otherwise, we're getting to a board state where we've got the board under control. We're way ramped up. We've got amazing cards in our hand. We want to get to a point where we can Galvanic Iteration into an Alrund's Epiphany. And you can do so many more degenerate things than that. And I keep using that word because that's what Brian says, degenerate. And I agree with him. It is just so degenerate, the things you can get away with in this deck. So if you can do a Galvanic Iteration, I've done this too, and you'll see it in the gameplay, and you'll be able to do it too. You can Galvanic Iteration, and then do it again with the flashback, and then pop the Alrund's Epiphany. Now you got 3 turns in a row, and you've got 6 birds on the board. You take your next turn. You burn down the house. Now you're swinging in with 6 birds and 3 1/1s with haste. Your opponent's probably tapped out. If they can remove one of these, they're taking damage. You take your next turn. You use a Memory Deluge. You find exactly what you need to do. You rinse, you repeat, you just keep going. The deck is out of control. Let's get into the land package real quick. We have 2 Hall the Storm Giants, just finish off an opponent or get around those board wipes. We have 3 snow-covered islands. We have 2 snow-covered mountains. We have 3 snow-covered forests. We have 4 of the red-blue pathways, 4 of the green-red pathways, 4 of the new Rockfall Vale, which is the one that comes into play untapped as long as you already had 2 of the lands in play. It is red and green. And then we have 4 of the blue-green pathways. So that is the deck. Make sure you stick around to the end so that you can go ahead and see the summary for it. And without further ado, let's go ahead now and get into the gameplay. Who do we have? Mr. MVP. 888. Okay. Opponent goes first. I mean, we have blue, we have green, and then we have red. So we can start off with a Consider ×2. We have a Pyre to back it up and a Burn Down the House. Looks good. But we need to find like a mana ramp, hopefully. Okay. So we'll put this out on blue, pass the turn. We'll consider what we want after we see what our opponent's doing. Okay, get our Consider on. Goldspan, a dragon. I have more in the deck. I think, unfortunately, I'm going to let that go. Land, not bad. I like. Ooh, and more land. Okay, well, if I knew we were going to draw multiple lands in a row. We'll throw this out on green. I don't need red against this deck right now. And pass the turn. I want more options on what to throw these on. Okay, well, now they throw something out. So let's go ahead and consider what they've done. I'll take a Burn Down the House, so we'll decline that action. Okay, so we throw this out now. This says it is add 1 mana of any of this creature's colors. So it is a ramp. Protection from werewolves. Human creatures you have, add 1 of any color. I think I just let them have that this turn. Let's get our Root Coil Creeper out there, pass the turn. It's not a werewolf. It's a plant horror. Teferi. Okay.
Don't worry. I face scarier villains.
Okay, so, I mean, that happens.
Give me a moment.
Good old Teferi, huh? Well, let's, Sorry, Teferi, I can't have you around. I hate losing my own creature too, but that just
Only time will tell.
That just has to happen, and then we have another Burn Down the House if they try to drop a whole bunch of stuff down. Otherwise, we're going to be foretelling some Alrund's Epiphanies. We have a single card removal. There's the other Teferi.
With me here, we'll have all the time in the world. Second
So we'll
here.
put this out on red.
Who's counting?
which really, really hurts us because we won't be able to do that later, but we're going to burn down the house again.
Now what?
Now I got to find another blue, otherwise we're never throwing these. What do you do, my friend? Oh, you're the Anthem. Ooh, I like that timing. I like that timing indeed. So, first off, we're going to throw this, and we're going to discard 2. Oh, dude. Forgot it's not draw first. Up to 2 cards, huh? I think I'm going to let him smack me once with that. And save this burn down the house for another turn. And, ooh. So bad. I hate getting rid of the Alrund's Epiphany. Okay, well, there's some land. So we'll definitely throw that out since it comes into play tap. Put that into Foretell. Pass the turn back. We're going to take a smacking. But hopefully they load the board up with some creatures and we'll burn down the house. They do not. So let's go ahead and put out an island. And end the turn. We're going to end the turn. And if they try to come at us, then we're going to be firing up the Hall of the Storm Giants and blocking that. I mean, look at the top of your library at any time. You play... Okay. Just load up the board with more stuff for me, please. Okay, let's go ahead and bring you out. It has the hex proof. Ward. Sorry, ward. It's not hex proof, but it's similar. They only have 3 lands, so you're not going to be doing much to it. We'll go ahead and make the block. Boom! They have a lot of life. Okay, more land, more land, more land. Let's Alrund's Epiphany. Let's get it out there. We need some tokens, some blockers. Let's go ahead and throw this out. Not even blockers. We're just going to start attacking with them. I guess maybe I should have held them back and attacked with the 7/7. It is what it is. I'm not comfortable where I'm at yet, but I'm not hating where we're at. We still have the burn down the house. Okay, so here's the Teferi. Ross Teferi. So I'm gonna tap down the...
Call for a hero?
I'm gonna tap down our hall. Choose up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, and up to 1 target land. Untap the chosen permanents you control. Tap the ones you don't control. So that happens. Now they can swing in.
Or a few.
Brutal Cathar. Okay. We definitely are burning down the house this next turn. They're down to 2 cards. Burning down the house. Let's go ahead and attack. Put 1 over here. Woohoo! Take it. Light everything up. Let's go ahead and path to the festival. Grab ourselves another blue land. Thin the deck. Scrying 1. We don't want any more land. Then we'll throw this out. Put this on blue as well. I don't think I need more red, but maybe I did. We'll see. Okay, we're coming in with the giant land. Well, they had a way around it. Okay, we get to investigate. We'll throw this out on blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to investigate, so we'll just end the turn. Brutal Cathar. Okay. Yep. Let's investigate. Or use our clue. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Let's go ahead and burn down the house. Let's pat the festivals. Grab the red. No, we don't want any more land. Pass it back. Oh, it's hilarious. We'll consider. I will decline to take that action. Deluge. I get Alan's Epiphany. Let's see. View battlefield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands available still. So let's Alan's Epiphany and Galvanic Iteration. Let's put this. I don't need to foretell that unless I have the man. Let's grab that. Leave that on top. Put Alan's Epiphany into foretell. And end the turn. Oh, we're gonna take some damage. Ranger class. Oh no, it's more damages. They'll plus it. Yes. 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 Okay. Let's get into shenanigans. So I have 13 available. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I have enough red and blue? I do, right? Red, blue. Let's throw this. Red, blue. Let's throw that into that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's 3 more, right? I can do it again, right? So if I put this on red, this on blue, and a colorless, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go ahead and cast that. Alan's Epiphany. Okay, we got 8 birds and a few turns. Let's throw this out on blue. Let's memory deluge. Let's tap all the greens that we have. We really just don't need any of that green. We're gonna memory deluge. I will take Goldspan Dragon and Expressive Iteration. We'll throw a Goldspan Dragon out, and we're going to go ahead and swing in. Fernandisco goes first. What do we got here? We've got red or blue, and then green. Consider, Memory Deluge, Pyre, Goldspan, Path. We have to keep it for the Consider. We're not going to be able to use the Cathartic Pyre right away. And then we do need 1 more mana to get to the Path of the Festivals. Oh my goodness. Well, we're just throwing that out now. What a top deck. I like the Snow Island. Are they also playing Izzets or Mono Reds? Magda coming down. Let's go ahead and consider our options. I'll decline. I want that lands. So we can... This is green, and we only need 1 green in the deck, so we're going to put you out on red. And... end the turn. Holding up the Cathartic Pyre. So we're going to go ahead and blast it before they attack. No extra mana for you. Goblin Morningstar. Okay. Nice. Doesn't go on it. Just a token. Throw you out on green. Path to the Festival. Go ahead and grab. Let me see. View battlefield. I've got... That could be red. That could be red. So we're just going to grab blue. And the turn. Let's see if they equip. No, Hobgoblin Captain. Okay. Oh, no. Here come the Goblos. I need to find our board. I'd rather be lucky than good. Ah! That was just so lucky. Poor Fernandisco. Not that it's over. They're goblins. They can dump their hand again, but I definitely had to wipe that out once. The fact that we have a Memory Deluge and a Galvanic Iteration is both good. What did they just not hit? Put this out on blue. We're going to Goldspan Dragon. Swing on in for 4, maybe. Can they kill a 4? Are they going to double spell our dragon? Okay, we get the token. Oh, they have a pair of goblins, maybe? Boom, 4. End the turn. Does it cost 3 or 4? First, you see a pair of goblins. I think it's, yeah, I think it's 3. They didn't have anything, though. Now they do. There we go. We get another token out of it. That's fine. That resolves. Oh, that was an instant. That was a mess up on my part. I'm still getting used to all these cards. We're in a fine position, though. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So we're going to wait a turn. We need to probably put that in a Foretail. Let's just Memory Deluge here. We'll grab the land. And another Galvanic. Do we need another one? We can't cast them all next turn anyways. And I have a flashback. Yeah, we'll do the creeper. We'll do the creeper. We'll do the creeper. Let's throw the land into play. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're probably going to just shoot that. That's the problem. Let's go ahead and put that into Foretell. And end the turn. Captain coming down. Okay, let's take our turn. Well, it is time. Let's go ahead and crack this. Auron's Epiphany. Grab ourselves a bunch of birdies and a few turns, please. Mono Red don't want nothing to do with that. Cosmic Cassidy. Strong name. Cassidy's going first. We got 4 lands, all the colors we need. Auron's Epiphany, Burn Down the House, and a Path to Festivals. I'm going to keep this. Hopefully they're not too quick, but that they are creature deck. That would be nice. So we got black on a Temple of the Dragon Queen. So I don't think there's any reason to not lead out on the Veil this game. Shambling Ghast, okay. What else? Red, okay. Interesting, interesting. So we'll throw this out on red and put the Epiphany into Foretell. Next turn we ramp, and then we can burn down the house if they start popping off with creatures. Don't really know what our opponent's up to yet. They got a lot of dragon temples, red, black, and just a Shambling Ghast. So who knows? There's some blue. I mean, I think they already had red, black, blue. Okay, we're 3 colors in. 2 creatures now. Let's throw out the other Veil. Path to the Festival. I have blue here, blue here. We only need 1 green ever. I have red, red, red all over. Let's grab another blue. This is also red. They're smacking us down. 2 more damages. Deadly Dispute, one of the Shamblings. So we're just kind of saving the burn down the house, I think, for like probably Lolth. Depends. I don't know 100% what their deck's up to. They're just not doing anything scary here. I'm going to throw down the land, and I'm going to throw the Path to Festival back out again. Like I said, we have plenty of red. We don't need any more green. We'll just grab the blue for now. We need our opponent to try to make a play here. Somebody needs to do something. One of us got to do something, Cosmic Cassidy. Taking us down for one again. I guess we're going to Expressive Iteration this turn. See if they have a counter spell. I think they might. I don't know what else is holding up. I don't need land at all. So, hold on. Let's put you into our hand. Back into the deck. Keep the Consider. Let's go ahead and consider something. Path, take that action. Get out of here. Another land. All the lands in the world. Put this out on blue. Throw out the Alrund's Epiphany. I need them to do a tap out turn is what I need. You see a pair of goblins. Okay. I don't know what we're playing against. I guess we're going to try to burn down the house. But do we need to? I mean, we have multiples. We do have multiples. Let's see what they're about. Let's do one of these. See if they have the counter spell. And then we can start to get crazy maybe with Alrund's Epiphanies. Disdainful Stroke. Okay. So they're definitely running counter spells. How many do they have? Down to 10. We have 8 mana showing, plus this. I'll throw this out on blue. Let's try to see if they have another counter spell. I think they do. Well, if they didn't, they do now, most likely. I'm just doing it. We're just pulling the... We're going to lose this game if they have all the counter spells anyways. Gotta try. Gotta try. Disdainful Stroke. Okay, there it is again. Cassidy. Painter. Throw down some more creatures. If they tap out, maybe they don't have a counter spell. 2 more. So they saved counterspell magic. Yep. They saved counterspell. So we'll throw this out on red. Just go for it. If they have another counterspell, then we're just gonna lose. They had all the counterspells. Woo! Oh, how I wish I had one more mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't do it. Resolves. Resolves. Let's thin the deck. Get another mana. Unless they top deck a counterspell, we know they don't have any more of those. I think I would like something better than the Creeper at the moment. So we'll go ahead and ship that on the Scry. Oh no! Ebon Death! Wow! Nice pull. I mean, they had it in their hand, but... Yeah. Down to 3. What can I get off the top? Burn down the house. Let's go ahead and throw our land out on red and consider something. Decline. I want that. Alrund's Epiphany. We got it. So we can throw the Deluge. Burn down the house. Alrund's Epiphany. Yes, yes. Another land. Let's throw that out. Well, Alan's Epiphany immediately. I'm gonna kill a bird. Dragonspire, one of the birds. We're fine with that. We're gonna go ahead and burn down the house, creating some devils. Swing on in. Swing on in. Take another turn, please. So we've got, what, 3, 6 on the board. This would be 7, 8, 9. Is this a removal? Is this your last? They're out of removals. Their hand is empty. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is Memory Deluge. Ruining fun for people. Okay, Brew Crew, that's going to do it for Temur turns. And, you know, other than when I'm playtesting decks and creating content, which is pretty much all my time other than when I'm at work, this is going to be my daily driver for a while. I'm taking this out. I'm still going to be making some tweaks here and there. I don't know 100% what they are. I'll tell you right away, I'm not 100% sold on the Root Coil Creeper at the moment. I think it might need to come out. I don't know what to replace it with yet. It's just way too new, so I'm not going to do that at all. The only thing we are going to do right now is, originally this deck was created as a best of 3 deck, so I do believe that's probably why the snow is in there, but I, you know, for the life of me, can't see why we would want to keep snow, especially if they pay a Redain on us. Now we're just at a disadvantage. So we are going to take out the 3 islands, and we are going to add in 3 of these new gorgeous islands. We are going to take out the 2 mountains, and we're going to add in some of these gorgeous mountains, and I think you understand exactly what's about to happen here. We're going to also bring in some of these gorgeous, gorgeous forests. So that is the deck. That is how I'm going to be running it. I guarantee you, you're going to love this deck. I know that it just rotated, so you probably don't have a whole lot of wild cards, but let's go over what's safe to craft. Definitely be crafting uncommons and commons if you like them. There's no reason not to. Consider Super Strong. You probably already have these. Memory Deluge. Whether you play it in this package or if you're going to be playing blue a lot at all, I think this is going to be one of the best new cards for drawing. Definitely craft away. Craft 4 of them if you can, if you're going to be in these colors a lot. Keep in mind, even though I'm saying this is a great card, if this isn't your play style, if this is a deck you don't think you want to run a lot, don't just go and craft them to test it out, being like, well, he said it was safe. It's a very safe card to craft, as long as you like this kind of deck. Moving along, Root Coil Creeper, uncommons, commons, safe and safe, safe. If you don't have yourself a playset of Goldspan Dragons yet, and you can, definitely get them. Get them all day, every day. They're amazing. I only need 2 for this deck, but a playset isn't going to hurt. Galvanic Iteration. There are already other cards that do this. I don't remember if they rotated out or not, to be honest with you. I think one of them's in Strixhaven still, so I think you still can. But so if you don't have the wild cards to craft it, you're not going to get the flashback. Maybe use the one from Strixhaven. But this is an amazing card. I don't think there's anything wrong with crafting it, but keep in mind it is a very specific card to a specific kind of deck. So keep that in mind. Burn down the house. I think you're going to be crafting these. I think this card's going to see a lot of play in a lot of different decks. Anything control, black, red, red X, and control. I think this is a great card. I think it's safe to craft. Alan's Epiphany. I mean, once again, just an amazing card. I don't see anything wrong with crafting it. And then any lands at all that you ever think you're going to be playing that are rare, craft them. Lands are always safe, in my opinion. So that's the deck. Those are the only changes we're going to make because Brian Gottlieb did an amazing, amazing job designing this deck. I love everything he comes up with. Like I said, make sure you go check them out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you're eligible to win some free prizes when we go live September 24th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. All the information is in the description down below, so check that out. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when our content comes out, plus when we go live, because you do need to be there to win the prizes. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.